Is the Ivy League stumbling into a pot of gold by possibly moving their football season from fall to spring? On this episode of Pub Sports Radio's Hot Topic, I'm going to tell you why I think it just might work. I'm Donnie Seymour, and this is your Pub Sports Radio Hot Topic of the Day. The Ivy League trying to make plans for moving its football season from the fall of 2020 to the spring of 2021, and why that might possibly work. But let's take a look overall at the college football landscape. It's pretty apparent that the SEC, the ACC, and the Power 5 conferences are hell-bent on playing this fall and possibly playing with fans in the stands. The money is too great to pass that up and possibly push it off to a spring semester, which also brings into play what's going to take place if you did have to push those Power 5 conferences back into the spring. What does that mean for the players looking to get to the NFL? Their seasons are going to end in April or May, and then when is the actual draft going to take place, and how does that pertain to these players getting a full football season in the spring and then trying to do it again in the fall? Those are times that we can certainly have that conversation and see if it works. But taking a look at the Ivy League right now, usually one of the leagues specifically for football, they don't play at the level where they're going to bowl games. They play it in-house, sort of like a closed conference, crown a champion, and move on. Now, if we take a look at them moving from the fall to the spring, the reason I bring this up is, can they be stumbling into a possible pot of gold? Yes, the gambling pot of gold. Because if you're taking a look at a team and you say, the University of Penn Quakers, you got Dartmouth, those teams playing each other on Saturdays in the fall doesn't really rate on our Richter scale of what we want to watch with college football. We want to watch Alabama, we want to watch Miami, we want to watch Oklahoma and teams of that stature. But if we take the football season, remove it from the fall and put it over to the spring, yes, college basketball usually takes place and says, hey, you know what, that's going to be the top of the scale. We're going to bet on college basketball. But there is a lot of degenerative status out there that want to bet football, specifically college football. So if you move this league from the fall to the spring and put it on TV, people are going to watch. Why? Because people are going to end up betting on it, and you're going to see some of these conferences, Yale versus Harvard, oh my goodness, with these big-time matchups, supposedly big-time matchups, that we wouldn't pay any attention to in the fall, but now we'll pay attention to in the spring. Could the Ivy League have actually landed on a pot of gold and be able to cash in just by moving it due to the COVID crisis? And will they stick with it in the future if it does work? There's a lot of food for thought out there that we can certainly take a look at as we wait for sports to get back onto the gridiron, the diamond, and the basketball court. I'm Donnie Seymour for Pub Sports Radio. This was your Hot Topic of the Day.